All right, everybody, and welcome to our meteorology segment. Today's will be live streamed. It might look a little bit differently than our previous meteorology segments, so let's get to it. First thing we were showing you there was the jet streams of the North Geographic Pole region. And you can see they're quite chaotic right now during northern hemisphere summer. And let's get to some more traditional features that we usually feature on our meteorology segments. If you've never seen them before, by the way, make sure you check out the playlist. You can find the playlist at youtube.com/smashamash/playlists. And indeed, today's meteorology segment is exclusive to YouTube. And thanks to everybody who came over from BitChute and from Twitch to view the content. We'll start out looking at our NASA GOES lightning mapper. And this is about the last 6 hours of lightning here. Got some lightning in New Mexico, some lightning in the Texas Gulf Coast. And let's see if we have any current terrestrial lightning going on as we make the video here. Here's lightningmaps.org, the real-time lightning map that I use when I hear thunder. And we've got mainly lightning in the Gulf of Mexico here. Some terrestrial lightning south of Tampa. Hey, Bradenton. Hey, Manatee County. There's thunder rolling in. One lightning bolt there showing up while we made the video. Also some lightning here east of Ocala, near Homosassa Springs, which, by the way, is a fantastic state park. If you've never checked out Homosassa Springs, if you're in Florida, make sure you check out Homosassa Springs. It's the ultimate place to see manatees. There's a crazy underwater spring there. It's just incredible. And there's a underwater observation point. Homosassa Springs. We're not yet paid to say this. The Florida Department of whatever, Forestry, does not yet have us on the payroll. Anyway, there's your real-time lightning map from lightningmaps.org. Here's your weather.gov map. What do we have up here in Washington? Heat advisories, as well as excessive heat warnings there in the west. Some red flag warnings in California and Nevada. And some flood watches. Besides that, just some fog. Fairly clear weather here in the U.S. Here are pressure cells, atmospheric pressure maps from windy.com. Who, by the way, here's another plug that we're not paid for. They give you a great mobile app. You can download their mobile app for free. It's got all kinds of stuff on there, from snow depth to sulfur dioxide. Fantastic data source there. You can even look at the satellite data if you like. It'll even extrapolate the day-night terminator for you to give you sweet looking graphics. Give that a minute to load. Again, we are streaming live. Excuse me. Just give you a little idea of what windy.com satellite map looks like here, I think. Come on then. There we go, and you can see the sun rising over places like New England and indeed Pennsylvania. It's already light here. We usually make our videos, these videos, in the morning. Anyway, again, there's pressure cells. Southern polar region completely dominated by high pressure once again. Low pressure on both sides of New Zealand as well. You can see all this low pressure down here around the south geomagnetic polar region. And we'll advance this into tomorrow. Here's where we expect pressure, according to the Euro forecast, to be tomorrow at 12 noon. And if you are viewing the video live, leave us a comment if you've got any requests for weather. And thanks for leaving comments, Carl and Cons and Pull My Finger and Nay. We'll put your comments on the screen here in a moment. Next, looking at jet streams here. These are the jet streams of the eastern world. Still blowing backwards over places like Indonesia and the Western Pacific. This area right here, you can see jet streams are, maybe you can see, jet streams are blowing east to west. Also over the northern portion of the Indian Ocean, east to west jet streams. That's what we call backwards in the realm of meteorology. And let me just bring your chats up here so they're displayed during the video. That's not your chats. There we go. And thanks everybody for being interactive. Next, we'll look at surface winds here over on the eastern side of the planet. Shout out to all of our viewers from this viewpoint. If you've got any friends in these areas, tell them about our channel. I know we've got plenty in these areas of viewers. It's time to start appealing to the Asian market, folks, yes. Anyway, those are your surface winds for the eastern world. Here's the western world's surface wind scenario. A bit of a low pressure here south of Iceland. Not too exciting. It's very oblong in shape. And some stronger winds south of it there in the North Atlantic. Here are the jet streams of the west, 250 hectopascal winds reported by nullschool.net. And you can see a jet stream level low here, rotating counterclockwise in the central Atlantic, somewhere southeast of Bermuda there. And the jet stream actually having some influence here on the U.S. now. You can see double jet streams here coming down, making weather a little bit more predictable in the United States. Here's some more data for you. It's the U.S. Doppler radar map. And if you're wondering where this is from radar.weather.gov. Lots of rain falling here in the Atlantic Ocean. Not so much terrestrially. Also around the Gulf Coast. And a north-south oriented string of rain here stretching from North Dakota to West Texas. Let's see what's going on in the cloud layer on the NASA GOES 3.9 nanometer interactive weather satellite map. Good times, good times. Pretty clear skies over most of the U.S. right now. And that band of storms from North Dakota to Texas is fairly diffuse. No super concentrated storms there. Some sudden cloud nucleation happening in the Gulf of Mexico. You can see these areas here where we see lots of water vapor appearing on the map. That's because it's evaporating out of the Gulf. A bunch of hot water there in the Gulf. And you can see this double influence of the jet stream here blowing straight north to south. Pushing some cold air all the way down into Arkansas, making for some cold mornings, especially in northeastern Arkansas. So a little bit more coherent weather here, although places like this portion are still being largely controlled by convective forces as the jet stream is coming down like this. To the east of those regions, here's your recap. We'll put your chats on the screen one more time here before we close the video out. And thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I don't know what I did there. Apparently weather.gov warning regions have showed up on the map. I didn't click on anything, but okay, there they are. And the U.S. Doppler radar. Here's the cloud layer. And here's the water vapor. Hopefully that gave you some insight into the weather. Thanks for tuning in to today's meteorology segment. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network. Least bust.